Look at this. So many buc-ee's keychains. These were Pokeballs. I would get annihilated. So this is how the badge looks like.
Henry's giving birth, y'all.
Do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I can't work for someone else other than Stickerzoo, guys. It's over. It's fried and it's chicken. I have no idea. I just work here. Well, it finally happened. I got fired from Stickerzoo. I have a grand total of 6 suitcases here with me. You might be wondering how that's possible. How do you have six suitcases? Why are you at an airport? I got hired by Goozee Pins. So now I'm basically a Goozee Pins employee, and we're here for the Lexington Toy and Comic and Toy. Lexington, the biggest show in Kentucky. What does that even mean? It doesn't matter. We're here at the biggest con in Kentucky. I got hired, unfortunately. Now we're gonna hop in a car. I forgot about the fact that going from California to Kentucky is a 3-hour time difference. And even though we left in the morning, it's actually dark here in Kentucky right now. If you guys have no idea who Goozee Pins is, they are a sticker and pin company that sells stickers and pins of anime and a whole bunch of childhood shows. A lot of things you guys probably like. A lot of cute things. They're plastered all over these suitcases. And they do a lot of shows. Most of them are in California, but there are a lot in other states. And I get the chance to travel to Kentucky and work with them for one of these weekends. Kevin's gonna start driving off without any of the suitcases. I only flew to a con once, and it was just in Seattle. A couple of my artist friends fly a lot more for cons. So honestly, I have no idea what it's like. This is a new experience to me, but as an exhibitor and vendor, we have a few tasks to knock out. So on the itinerary for tonight, after landing, we actually have to go pick up cargo. That's the first one. We're going to Home Depot to grab a couple items as well. And this car also smells really old, so we might also go to Target and grab an air freshener. But yeah, if you guys can't tell, outside of the car right now, it is raining here in Kentucky. Tragic if we have to load in cargo and bring things in the rain. We're on this trip for 6 days from Tuesday, March 4th until Monday of March 10th. And then maybe then I'll finally be rehired if the art of Stickerzoo starts selling again.
I saw that you guys had a little ramp over there. Is that a van ramp?
It is. You want to come up and us just load you inside the warehouse?
You guys are
usually
officially...
use it for our human remains shipments. But,
oh, luckily we have no human room. We're using the secret ramp.
You want me to pull face in? Or do you know how long the drive is?
I do know that. Hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, that's kind of long, but...
Hour 20.
Yeah, we're going for LexCon this weekend. Y'all have buc-ee's here?
Yes. Okay.
Yes?
So
Okay.
I'll tell you this. Yeah, Richmond, Kentucky.
Kentucky, okay, cool.
a little
Just making
different,
sure.
yeah.
I was like,
Far drive for us.
Okay.
I'll make sure you guys get out okay.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We just loaded everything, and we do have to bring everything back, the cargo, to ship out on Sunday night. So that was at least what I just heard.
Hopefully.
And now we're whipping back all the way out. This is our drive. We're arriving at 9:58 p.m. We just arrived at the hotel. It's a little chilly, approximately.
It's 60 degrees.
So chilly for me.
No.
We're right by the University of Kentucky.
Why didn't you do a sticker drop? You gotta get the Kentuckians. I don't know what they're called.
It says Kentucky people are called Kentuckians. We also got a couple extra boxes that were shipped to the hotel. Ordered an electrical box so we don't have to pay for electricity at Lex Comic Con. And then there's also some hooks for the display when we set that up. It's actually gonna be a 10 by 10, so I'll show you guys tomorrow. Now we're going to dinner.
Cookout. This is every college kid. They just go to Cookout because it's cheap, fast, and convenient. And they're open until 4 a.m.
But yeah, their menu is extremely extensive. There's so many things. First meal in Kentucky. And we came back to the hotel to eat so that we could have a little more warmth so the food doesn't instantly get cold because it is relatively cold outside. Mushed up burger. Enjoy this time lapse of us eating. Finished the food. Kevin's over there trying to give out some stickers, freebie stickers, basically marketing, right, to the hotel staff because they were really nice to us earlier. So it's actually 12:18 right now. It's really late, midnight, but I'm actually working on a few things before I go to bed. Normally this would be like 9:18 right now for me in California time. So honestly, I don't feel as tired as I did earlier. I was like about to hit a food coma because we finished the cookout. It was really good. I wanted to knock out, but I still want to go to the gym here real quick before showering and going to bed. And then, like I said, I have a few things I wanted to finish. Next week is Anime Night Mart, and I actually won't be there for that show. We're working on a spreadsheet to send to Kayla, who's going to be my proxy. If you've seen her in a couple of the other videos, and she's been frequently helping me out at the past couple events. So I'm writing like an information sheet for when she does proxy for me at the Westminster Mall. But otherwise, that's pretty much the update. Kevin's working there in the back. We have a pretty long day ahead of us tomorrow. We have a few errands to run from 11 to noon, and then hopefully we can get to the load-in dock at the convention center as early as possible, and then get Goozee set up, and then we'll have time to grab dinner. Like I said, I got fired, so welcome back to day 0 of working with Goozee Pins, aka working with another random vendor.
Random vendor?
It's like I got picked up off the street. The skies are a little dim right now. It's definitely a little cloudier than I anticipated. We woke up at 10:30. We're trying to bust out a few missions, the remaining tasks that we didn't finish from yesterday. So we're going to Home Depot right now, and then heading to the con center after grabbing some lunch. Yesterday night I looked up KFC, and there was a ton of them in Kentucky, not surprisingly. We're here in the motherland. I've had KFC like 2 times in my life. I hope that it's at least as good as Jollibee chicken. 7 days. How many do you need? Oh, 7.
Thank you for shopping at the Home Depot.
So when you travel to the East Coast, one thing that I've noticed and all my friends have told me is that states are very drivable. You know, my friends in New York drive to Philadelphia, and that's like apparently just 4 hours. Like if you want to go to New Jersey, that's like 3. You get what I mean?
We're here at a Josie's. I don't know who Josie is, but hopefully we can find her and ask her what the good things here are. I got tater tots, sandwich, avocado. Kevin got tomato soup,
potato fries, and a Reuben.
Fries and Reuben. Freaking good looking meal. I'm so excited to eat this. I have an online appointment at 1, which is in 17 minutes, so I have to speed run this food, unfortunately.
Back out to this light. You know where Lake Live is, right?
Yeah.
Hello. I apologize. I'm in a car right now.
Okay, it's no worries.
At the moment, we're trying to find where the load-in dock is. We followed the directions on the map. We are not able to go this way. There's a little yellow flag on that corner that is intended to indicate that we are supposed to park up here to load in. It's relatively cold outside, 35 to 45 degrees. Since I'm still in my online meeting, I am going to do that in the car as Kevin loads out the first batch and figures out where everything is. There's no person directing us on how to load in or where to load in right now. Anyway, since I'm not helping, I might get fired from Goozee. We just got the LexCon vendor badge, and even though we bought a dolly from Home Depot, we probably won't need it because Kevin found a dolly out there in the wild and he yoinked it, loading in over there.
Have you ever built a backdrop before?
Yes, I think so. No, so you can explain it to me.
And then this one, leave like this because I need to send Brian pictures of this.
Okay, a lot of instructions, guys. A lot of instructions. We'll figure it out though. Kevin's gonna go repark the car, and I am going to do the task assigned to me. I shouldn't open it like that. I found the box cutter. So there's a zip. It should be this. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's the air tag. Nice. I actually came on this trip with Kevin for Goozee Pins is because I honestly, you know, I've never really done shows where I've flown before. I had to ship things out, and I feel like it's a really good learning experience for me to do something like this. But yeah, like zip tying all these boxes is not something I would think to do. When you're shipping this out as cargo, obviously that's what these little holes are for in the yellow boxes, so you can seal them so the contents don't fall out. Otherwise they're just held together by a snap-on clip. Not what I'm used to, right? I'm used to doing artist alley videos. I'm used to doing artist alley setups, my 10x10 at a college campus. Nothing out of my element, but when I have to fly to a show, it's obviously going to be different, and then maybe one day I'll grow to this scale. So being prepared for this by learning by doing is kind of important. I am taking a little hiatus and a break to do some of these side quests. This is involved, getting to learn how Goozee operates and things you have to book, the cars, renting them, and where you're staying at, loading in as a vendor, how you ship things, different ways to ship things, cargo, and obviously you're not gonna be able to bring a 6-foot table to a show that doesn't have tables for you, right? I should invest in one of these though. These are really good. These zip tie cutters. We just figured it out. We as in Kevin came back and I hadn't built the backdrops yet, but honestly, we still built it pretty quick even without me just soloing it. I was working on this one and then Kevin built the other one over here. Yeah, honestly, very intuitive process. At first it seemed a little daunting because Goozee Pins is normally a 10 by 20 booth, and this weekend that I'm working with them, they're a 10 by 10 at Lexington. The space is a lot more compromised, and normally they're good with like a 2 by 2 checkout station. Since they're an open concept and self-serve, you grab your own pins, you grab your own stickers, and you bring it to the checkout. You honestly don't need this table, so this is a detriment. We're gonna try to get rid of it. Take apart the grids as in,
cut the tape off, tie it off.
yeah, this one is zip tied. You gotta take this one down. The ultimate vendor experience, using zip ties on everything. This tape's harder to remove than I thought. Learning to cut zip ties, 101. Stickerzoo booth, I'm like so used to being the one to delegate tasks for my friends and not being someone to have tasks delegated to. Change of pace, very different than what I'm used to, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of nice though. You're not necessarily worrying about all the intricacies of running your own booth. I think it's nice. Having multiple perspectives to everything. That's why this is like pretty important to me. You get to see the world of others through different lenses. As an artist, you never really get to, not never, but like you rarely get to go through a vendor's perspective, especially vlogs. There's not a lot of vlogs out there. Documenting this was like definitely something I wanted to do and that was important to me.
This long end goes with this longer end.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
It should go all the way in. You might need to force it a little bit.
Okay.
You can lift either way up, but this will line up with it, basically.
Yeah.
You might need some help guiding it because some of the holes are not very secure.
There are 8. We're about to build 8 of these grid thingies. I'm gonna show you guys a time lapse because I don't want to show you me doing every single one. So whatever I can get done in 10 minutes. These are protective foam for the corners of all the grids. Sometimes they still get damaged in transit. This is definitely what I would consider a top 10 tedious task. This is like by far up there. Might be top 5 actually. Just cutting tape off of these foam thingies. We're gonna go return to the rest of the setup, which Kevin is doing in the back. He's figuring out how he wants the 10 by 10 for the grid panels and such. Are you bringing the hooks back with you or are you returning them? I'm assuming it didn't matter how I threw them in for now. Okay, gonna do another grid wall. Currently 2:51, so a little bit into the afternoon, but we have plenty more time to set up. One of the grid walls they shipped without foam, they actually were testing these 3D printed barriers instead, or corner protective things instead. So this is like a trial and error for the Goozee Pins team, working with Geeky Gift Studio to see if like you could make 3D printed ones that would be reusable rather than using the foam ones, which you'd have to buy and then they wear out. I mean, they lasted for one trip, but obviously you can't use them again for another one. So probably gonna have to toss these, of course, and that's why we brought spare foam ones for bringing it back from Kentucky to California. Yeah, as you can see, like they got a little destroyed in transit, but this one, the entire leg came off. We're zip tying a pole, 10-foot pole to the wire grids. Kevin is rethinking of how to redesign the booth in his mind right now because earlier on yesterday, he drew a pictogram of how he thought it should look like. There was some miscalculations, specifically with the entryways for the attendees. So one side being, I think 5 feet, and then the other side ideally would be 3 feet of room for someone to enter, but with the wire grids and the sticker walls being 2 feet of space and then the checkout being 2 feet of space, that only leaves 2-foot entrance, which is not what we want. So I'm thinking of how to redesign the booth, and by we I mean just Kevin because I cannot think for Goozee, obviously. So I'm just on standby to help if needed, but yeah, that's what's going on right now. I'm here as emotional and moral support if Kevin needs it. This is our chair for the weekend. a little 2 feet of space, as I mentioned. I'm gonna take a sip of water and then we're gonna walk around a bit because there's not much for me to do right now. So we're gonna enjoy a little break. As I was like pulling out all the sticker panels and getting that set up, I was realizing, you know, because I kind of use a similar display at my own 10x10 booth for the outdoor events with the sticker walls and a grid setup every once in a while, I feel like I was learning a lot, you know, different methods I can display my own setup and how I can upgrade eventually. How to package things as well inside the yellow boxes to transport things easier so that things are organized and things don't get lost. Especially because I'm going to be outsourcing a lot more stickers and buying a lot more. It's going to be better that I learn these tactics now. And so helping out with Goozee, for me, it's definitely a method of learning and understanding for my own business as well. Anyway, right now I'm walking around the con center. Pretty big, a lot of black and yellow, a couple guest stars and celebrities, voice actors, comic book artists in the back, loadout zone right here. And then the restrooms are on the far side of where we are because we are all the way on the opposite end. A few people already set up. I think most people are setting up tomorrow because the Thursday hours are 6 to 10. So it's just pretty much a preview night. Set up tomorrow is going to be pretty much all morning, good bit of the afternoon, and then the actual show hours are very short. Anyway, I don't really know anyone here, especially also because the artist alley is on the 2nd floor. This convention is like 3 floors. We're on the 3rd floor, exhibitors. I'm gonna try my best to hopefully get a chance to walk around the artist alley segment of this show as well. Kevin assigned me a task that is mildly tedious. They didn't have grid cubes for hiding the cash box in the back where the checkout desk is, so we borrowed some grid cubes from a vendor friend, and they don't have connectors, so we're just gonna zip tie everything. And since Kevin has deemed me an expert at building grid cubes apparently, because I'm an artist alley vendor, did you want it open like this or this side on it as well?
No.
What do you guys think? Pretty nifty, huh? Using zip ties for these grid cubes. Make friends with your vendors. You never know when you might need them to help you with something, and you can also be the one to help someone else with something. Giving some snacks when you forget to bring some, more supplies and tools. We're gonna cut all these little flappies off. Anyway, bam, bam, and bam. Now we have a house. It stays perfectly fine as is, as you can see. Tail end of today's setup and says we are putting up the pins. Can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I can't work for someone else other than Stickerzoo, guys. It's over. I'm known to be a D1 Stickerzoo crash out. I'm about to be a D2 Goozee Pins crash out.
What's D1?
Just like denominator 1, like your first. I just made that up, guys. I don't know. It would make sense.
You watch anime though, right? Like if I give you stuff, you're gonna recognize most of it, right?
Half. Why are you assuming I haven't watched One Piece?
Have you watched One Piece?
I haven't watched
No, you
One
haven't.
Piece.
I know you haven't because you said you had to draw One Piece
Look.
for your.
Hold on. Stop. Chat, should I quit now or? Understood.
Great. My bad.
I like Pokemon. I know Pokemon, guys. I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah, you can start off with like evolutions on the top.
Chad, I might be cooked. I don't even know. I am today becoming a Goozee Pin itself so that I can think like one. I'm being thrown Pokemons at me. I feel like I'm like a Pokemon right now. If these were Pokeballs, I would get annihilated. You know, doing conventions are more tedious than the normal person thinks. You have to package everything with your branding, as you can see, and that takes hours. If you don't have multiple hands of labor, it's not an easy thing to do. For some reason, I take a long time to set up too, and this feels longer, but I think it's because I'm not used to it, so I'm like doing a lot of different things. We are pretty much done setting up for day 0, and then we're just putting everything on the floor for now and then tarping up the outside so it is closed. And then we'll open up tomorrow, finish the rest of the checkout and all the signage. Taking a couple things back to the car since we can't really store anything. It's a 10x10, not a lot of space in the back. If this is our checkout, we can't really store anything if everyone is walking around to shop. So we're bringing back the suitcases, a few boxes. I'm just a clamp holder. We're here at buc-ee. Oh God, it's windy. We're here at the famous beaver domain, Kevin says, buc-ee's. We're about to do one round inside Buc-ee's to get food and snacks for the weekend, and then the second round after eating dinner, we're gonna grab our personal things here at Buc-ee's. There's Buc-ee earrings and Buc-ee's shirt. Oh my God, and there's a Buc-ee. This is all the food right here behind us. There's so much of it. We'll grab this for dinner. Gotta have a meal in the car because there's no tables and such to eat inside. So we have our burger and our sausage on a stick, and we're gonna go crazy. We just finished eating the food, which was really good, and now we're going back inside to do a second round trip and buy gifts and snacks for people back home or ourselves. Probably other people though. Because I'm Goozee Pins this weekend, I have to spend like I'm Goozee Pins. You guys, we're gonna lose all our money here at Buc-ee's. Look at this, chat. This right here, that's my haul. The chonky Buc-ee's, dog outfit for my housemates, a jersey for collecting, all these Buc-ee's keychains, lots of them actually. Matter of fact, look at this. So many Buc-ee's keychains. Arizona for myself. Okay, enough. That's my haul. We're gonna go pay for this. What do you guys think? Next time I come back to Kentucky, should I get this? I'm not a big fan of Jeep, but I do like the ducks. And this Buc-ee's is 40 minutes away from Lexington. I don't know why I'm smiling. Like I have a mask on. Wow. I spent $160 at Buc-ee's. I did not expect to spend much at all, but most of it is gifts. That was an interesting haul. Kevin got a lot more things. I think he spent like upwards of 300, a little over, and he's actually using the restroom right now before we head back to the hotel, which is going to be another 40-minute drive. Oh, well. We're in the car outside of a KFC right now, which is right behind us.
It's just fried chicken here. It's not even Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I've been waiting to try the KFC this entire weekend.
Oh, it's warm in here. Oh, thank God. Recently, in college, I've only had it like once or twice, but I haven't seen a lot in California anymore. No, it's like weird. Can I do an 8-piece family meal?
I know you guys can't try this KFC with us, but hopefully the camera does it justice. Look at this, chat. Anyway, yeah, I'm here for the Goozee Pins interview.
Your name is?
Sean. Tran. Sean Tran. Bucket of chicken. Chicken, first bite. We're gonna evaluate it. When they gave the food to us, they really put an emphasis on fast. Anyway, without further ado, my first bite of real Kentucky fried chicken. It's fried and it's chicken. I don't know how much Kentucky it is, but
I think it tastes like your standard KFC, honestly.
yeah. This is very normal. This is KFC. This is KFC as I remember it from 5 years ago.
No, same.
On a scale from 1 to 1, I give this a 1. Jollibee might be better. It's pretty good, but it's not finger licking good. What do you guys think? I got on the apron, so I'm officially staff for today. Starts at 6. Right now it is currently 5 something. It's 5:19. So we have about 40 minutes until the show technically starts for today. I just finished filming all the bits for my reel. Excited to edit them. For a 10 by 10, it's pretty solid. I did zero work for putting up all the signage and everything, but honestly I think it would have been easier that Kevin figured that all out for himself because I'd have no idea how to do any of that. And training me for that would be a little more difficult, but I do have to get trained for the register, which shouldn't be too difficult. This is what it looks like on the inside here. I can't believe we set all of this up yesterday. We're in this corner spot right by the entrance. There, right there, is the main entrance, I believe, for some of the con goers to come in through. A lot of the voice actors in the back on this side over here. And then we also have our booth neighbor on this side, which is the Tea Turtle convention exclusives. They're pretty popular. They just set up this morning. We're in this aisle over here. Very, very pink. Like literally blasting pink as you're walking in, you'll see us. And then we have our checkout station right here. This down here is literally just a tablecloth, and underneath it is stacked yellow tubs. You would never know, right? Usually we give customers little trays for them to grab out their pins and stickers. The way we're allowing customers to do that is with these suitcases and the chair at these pockets here. And then we just stacked a bunch of trays on them so that they can grab a tray and then go around and gather their items for order. We didn't really have a display or stand for that, so it's gonna look a little ghetto with the chair and the suitcase. It is what it is. Taking a sip of my Arizona, and then we're gonna get to work in a little bit. I just got trained on where everything is. I kind of know now. There's a couple anime that I don't know, and a couple series that I don't know, but I kind of got the gist of everything. It's about to be 6, so we have 4 hours. It's kind of weird because it's like starting late, so it's ending late, and we probably won't get dinner till after 10. I think once we're done here tonight, there's a couple things I have to do for Stickerzoo. Order some things, do some art, edit the reels, get started on this video. That's pretty much it, honestly. I think for the next month, when this video gets uploaded, every Tuesday, you guys will get a Stickerzoo video for 4 weeks in a row. So I'm excited about that because it just means it's gonna be a lot of work for me, but also a lot of entertainment for you guys. Kevin's walking around right now, so I probably won't get to walk around till tomorrow, but I forgot my badge. So I don't really want to walk around and then have someone catch me and send me out of the convention. Got a couple business cards inside the apron for me here to give to customers. Other than that though, let's get this show on the road. The doors are opened over there. At least for the preview day, it's been pretty slow. Probably like a total of 10 sales today. Didn't really have to do much. Amazing. Smashing on the floor. How much is this?
On the market, it goes for about 42.
Check it out, y'all.
I keep forgetting that this is here recording.
So I was searching through my bag and I forgot that I had this. The Osmo Pocket comes with this little lens that allows you to get an extra like few smidgens degrees of a wider shot. So all you have to do is like snap it onto the camera and you get a couple extra feet of space on view. We're gonna do a little closing up early because most people around us, the other vendors have already left. We've arrived for day 2, opening up the Goozee shop. We just took down all the drapes that were covering the sides. And then we also just grabbed a quick lunch from DV8. And then we're gonna eat lunch here before it starts at 12. Did bring my badge today, so the hours are from 12 to 8 p.m. for Friday. And then tomorrow's and Sunday's hours for the weekend are a little earlier at 10 a.m. Ends a little early on Sunday as well. So this is how the badge looks like since I didn't get a chance to show you guys on yesterday's. Kevin and I are actually matching. We're both wearing the buc-ee's jerseys that we got from 2 days ago. Kentucky 82 on the back. That's when buc-ee's was established or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I just work here. Last night I stayed up until 3 a.m. working on the reel I'm supposed to post today at 12. Finished drafting it, and then I gotta add the hashtags and then post it, and we'll finally have motion in Kentucky. For my energy drink of choice today, sponsored by Goozee, I got a 3D citrus mist. This is the first time I'm drinking one of these. $11.59. Crocs, comfortable shoes, and the people are gonna start pouring in. I've just been passing people trays and it's been pretty slow. It's the first hour, so not much to expect. Yeah, a few purchases here and there. I've just been walking around the booth in circles, inside and out, saying hi to some customers, giving them trays. Like here, have fun shopping, pretty much. In an hour, we pretty much hit yesterday's sales. A little busier today. Hopefully it remains that way. I don't think it even hit peak hours yet, which is probably gonna be around 3, 4 p.m.
Gotta jump in. I believe in you.
I believe in myself too. Chat, it's time. It's time for me to do some transactions. That's gonna bring your total to 2014 today. Go ahead and tap whenever you're ready.
Can I get the Wolverines in a separate package?
Wolverines in a separate one? So just these two in a separate one? Okay, no worries at all. Ooh, awesome choices today. Are you getting these for friends or yourself?
Myself.
Ooh, okay. All very solid, different ones too.
Yeah.
Awesome, and here's a coupon code if you use our website, 10% off.
I love the buc-ee's jersey.
Yeah, we're matching here too. We went to buc-ee's, first time there, it was really lovely. I'm used to being the one to do the checkouts and talk to people at the checkout. These are my scripts that I know, not the striking a conversation with someone as I'm handing them a tray. I'm used to being the person that does the transactions and talks to the customers while sitting at the checkout. As the artist, as the person doing most of the sales, that is literally what I'm used to, unless I'm at like a vendor fair or something and my friends are helping me, then I take a little break, wander around, talk to some artist friends. It's definitely a different change of pace. I felt like I was working a retail job. I used to work at a convenience store at my college campus. That's literally kind of what it felt like. Because the con isn't really super busy right now on a Friday, the time has been passing by relatively slow. All the customers, we package their stickers and pins in one of these baggies. is what the Goozee team has us do. We stick and close each of the bags with one of these stickers, which has the 10% off coupon code for when they purchase anything online. And it's also a way for them to refer to the shop later on instead of throwing in a business card. So little sticker works perfectly fine. We have a whole bundle of them just in case we run out. Not just this, there's like hundreds, tons and tons of these. And at the checkout station, we have our POS system, as I mentioned, the Square terminal, and then tracking all the orders with these little number counters for the pins and stickers. Yeah, like I said, definitely different change of pace. I mean, I only had to change like a few phrases here and there for Goozee Pins. They honestly made the system relatively easy for everyone to work. That's why they have so many different part-time employees. Most of the transactions are pretty much the same. Since it's a self-serve system, something I like to do at the UCI and UCSD vendor fairs or any of the college fairs, people grab their own stickers that they like. They come up to you, just have to count the stickers, count the items, recognize it, put it in the POS system, and then do the transaction like that. The only time you might not know something is if you haven't memorized the entire catalog, you might not know the price of some things. So you'll have to do the math in your head, especially if they're paying in cash rather than in card, and yet you have the chance to, you know, if they're paying in card, you have the chance to click and it automatically adds up all the numbers. If I didn't know something, I would just click everything in the Square system first and then add it. Relatively simple checkout process here at Goozee. It's just counting the stickers, knowing that the pins are $14 and that they come with 2 free stickers each pin. So that means you discount 2 stickers every pin. I like sitting. I like sitting at the checkout desk. I like sitting in general when I've been standing for 2 hours. I keep forgetting to enter the little numbers on the clicky thingy, because I'm so used to, when I track orders, at least like going on my laptop and just writing what they got, the payment form and the quantity. So usually it's tapping 3 different keys for me instead of pressing a little number thing. It is many, many hours later, approaching the final hour of the con day. It's currently 7. We have 1 more hour to go before we can leave here tonight and grab some dinner. I got the chance to walk around the artist alley a bit, chatted with a couple of the local artists, people who do LexCon frequently the last couple of years, and then some traveling artists as well. Not too many of them because it is a smaller show, and I did pick up a good bit of useful information from them. But yeah, Goozee Pins booth has been relatively slow, nothing crazy so far today, unfortunately. Like the booth costs, I did hear that the exhibitor hall that we're currently in, most of the vendors that are paying for a 10x10, our premium space I believe is 1,500, somewhere around there. And then the artist booths downstairs at the 2nd level, they are $250 for the whole weekend, and then some of the premium artist booths up here are $750. They were doing construction, they didn't have the artist alley downstairs at the level 2 of this venue before, but now they do. There's probably about 40 people down there. I got the chance to talk to a few of them. Learned a lot of insightful information, learned a little bit from an artist who had quite a following, and it was really cool because they've been on several trips where they got to speak with like the CEO of Patreon, and they talked about their experience being on YouTube, being on Instagram, learning how to navigate new platforms like Blue Sky, learning to cultivate a core audience that is more loyal to you, your art, your work. It's interesting to have like your audience base be described as like a funnel, if you will. Your outreach being short form videos and random posts on Instagram, whatever it might be, to YouTube Shorts, and it's like you can reach so many different people. And then you have the people who shop with you online, and then you have like the real close-knit supporters who might be on like your Twitch streams or your Patreon or your like subscription-based platforms. Yeah, it was like really interesting to ask questions about how to grow as an artist still in the ever-changing algorithm of social media, especially Instagram, because that's where I mostly operate on, and then YouTube, a little bit of the vlogging I do, and being more tapped into the artist space now that I've been in this scene, doing artist alleys, doing trade shows, doing conventions for like a year and a half now. It was really cool getting to learn a lot of the insights from her. So shout out to Erica Wiseman for that. There was an artist that was like selling these huge eggs, these mystery eggs. I was really curious what was in it because there was a lot of people walking with the egg. I was chilling at the booth and Kevin was like, oh, ask those people what's inside the egg, because I didn't know at first, right? It gave me the egg. Look at how huge this thing is. I'm definitely not gonna be able to take this egg back to California, so we're probably gonna give it to someone else.
Henry's giving birth, y'all.
Why do I do this to myself? I don't know why it's like yellow on the top. Spinning egg. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm just ready to get out of here, get some work done, go to bed. It literally returned to its original, never mind, it's gone. I guess it's time to pack up some of the things, so I'm gonna move some of these things inside. Anyway, Kevin's covering up the booth right now, so I'm gonna go help him with that, and then we'll see you guys on the outside, or possibly a clip of when we get dinner. We just got started here in the morning. Welcome back. It is 9:42. Here's some clips of what it looks like outside. This is day 4 of helping out Goozee Pins. And this is day 3 of the show. It's Saturday today. You guys see some of these clips. It is looking pretty hefty today. It looks like a lot more promising than last 2 days at least. I think there will be a lot of people. 3rd day on the job. Bucket for you, bucket for you. You guys see like the doors open? Doors open right here. Okay, it's been like 10 minutes and it's not as crazy as the lines actually make it seem. Still relatively chill. People browsing around, shopping around. The normal trends of when the event just starts. But anyway, he also made these signs that say check out in the front because people kept coming to the back to ask us for checkout questions. I've been trying to hand out some trays to people and they've been refusing me. It's about to be noon. I'm like so sleepy right now. I feel like napping right now. I mean, the past couple days because I've been editing and staying up. I've been like going up until 2, 3 a.m. getting a quick workout at the hotel. And I come back and I'm like, dude, I can realistically only get in 6 hours of sleep. So I hope to sleep a little more tonight. But honestly, the whole trip might be 6 hours of sleep. And then I'm gonna go on the plane, I'm gonna knock out. Maybe knock out. Or I'm gonna try to get some work done. Welcome back, you guys. I am in jail now again. Not really jail because I actually like sitting in the chair. I've been standing for the last 4 hours. Here's a little sticker with a coupon code if you ever visit our website. There's that for you and you're all set. Yeah, I had to activate the customer service voice, you know. And speaking of having a customer service voice, that's usually how I talk when I'm at events, but it's crazy because someone recognized me by my voice. So shout out to the supporter viewer, wherever you are, that came out and said that. I honestly do not expect anyone here in Kentucky to watch the vlogs that I make in California, much less just in general. So it's honestly really shocking. I just make these videos because it's like a digital diary to me. That person was so sweet. They gave me some free ribbons as well. This convention kind of is a ribbon con. I think they're trying to be. You can at least, the badge is pretty huge. You can fit all the ribbons onto the badge. They do have the correct sizing for it. See a couple people walking around with huge ribbons, but it's not the same as like Anime Los Angeles where people are extremely crazy over ribbons, and there's booths that do ribbon rallies and have incentives for all the ribbons, but there are a few. Since the con is honestly relatively slow, we were considering having me stay back at the hotel tomorrow. I am getting paid for the other 3 days, but might get some busy work done tomorrow if that's the case because I do have a lot of drawings and editing to finish. And then I would just have to come back for the breakdown, which is definitely going to require 2 people. It's a long process. But yeah, it's 7:20. We're about to go get dinner after this. Kevin was doing a little restock for the last 20-30 minutes there. And yeah, I was trying to scramble to do my bits there. Normally, they don't kick people out within like 15 minutes of con ending. Usually, they give vendors around like 30 minutes. At least that's what it is for most conventions I've been to. But they tried to get us out by 7:15, so they only gave us about 15 minutes to get out of there. Definitely a little rushed. Saturday of the convention, honestly relatively slow compared to most other cons I've personally been to and seen Goozee at. And we also did manage to give away the egg that we had from yesterday to one of our vendor friends who lended us the grid cubes in the very beginning. So very delighted that they can take that back with them. Hopefully they like it as a small little souvenir from this convention. I was talking in the artist alley and someone suggested the sushi place, so that is probably what we're gonna get for dinner. You guys, I was about to just start eating without showing you guys the food we had. I'm so sorry. We went to this revolving sushi bar, but it was like a 60-minute wait. So instead, we went to literally the restaurant right next to it. It's actually the same kitchen. I don't know why the other one has like a 60-minute wait. Everyone just loves revolving their sushi. It's a little ramen place, and it also has sushi. So very delicious. Before I even eat, I had to show you guys. Now you will receive a time lapse of us eating. There he goes, Kevin on his work shift day for Sunday. I just dropped Kevin off for day 4 of the convention, Sunday, so I can go back to the hotel, get some work done, get some editing done. Yeah, we'll hope the convention goes okay for him because it doesn't look like there's a huge crowd for today. Yeah, we're gonna head back to the hotel right now and get situated for some work to be done. I just edited a little bit at the hotel. Honestly, I took a nap, so I didn't get as much done as I'd hoped to, but I just went to grab some McDonald's. We're back at the con center. It's 2 p.m. I gotta bring in 2 of these suitcases for Kevin when we pack out as well. And then we're bringing in the large boxes also. I will see you guys in the cons. Kevin really had to use the bathroom. I feel kind of bad that I didn't show up a little earlier, but he showed no signs on text. McDouble from McDonald's, small lunch. Going to conduct a few sales probably. We've been incentivizing people to buy more today by making every pin purchase come with 3 free stickers. So Kevin wrote that as a Sunday special. We've put some of those signs around at the shop, probably mentioned it to a few customers, and upsold a good amount of pins today compared to the other days. Hello, how's it going? Just these? 354, so we're almost done today. It's going to be a hectic pack-out session. A little exhausting. Oh no, not too bad for the Sunday in terms of what I would expect for an artist alley, but definitely not on par for what Goozee Pins normally does after seeing a few of their shows. I think we just about broke even in terms of all the overhead for traveling out here to Kentucky. Definitely not great. I'm not sure about, I don't think it's a show that we'd reconsider signing up for next year. It's a 4-day show with a preview night Thursday, and there was basically no one here on Thursday, like literally less than 13 sales, and most of them were small purchases as well, so like a few dollar stickers. Not good, but overall at least we broke even. I'll probably chat with you guys a little more as we're breaking down. I'm just taping up these boxes right now because we're shipping it back to Amazon. Saves us some money because we don't have to ship those pegs from California to here. We can just order them from Amazon and return them. Makes it a little easier on our expenses and overhead. Got almost everything packed up. We're way in the luggage right now, actually. Having one of these is useful. I never got one of these, but they're pretty cheap on Amazon. Probably might need one for the future when I carry my luggages. This one is about 45 pounds. We could put in a little bit extra in there, but not too much because these aren't exactly accurate. But knowing that it's relatively around that range is good for the travel back. We don't know what it is before, and it's super small, super portable, but it's 45.
Really?
Yeah, they're asking us to come to the service desk before getting a few instructions to go into the loadout zone, which is on the back over there. Hopefully we can grab a dolly to bring everything in, because we do have a lot of things to carry back to the car. We don't want to make 3 trips, we want to make 1 trip. We've been waiting here for a hot minute, and they still haven't called us up. Been sitting here scrolling on my phone for the last 20 minutes. Why am I procrastinating? I could be editing right now, actually. As this video wraps up, I just want to give a huge shout out to Kevin and the rest of the Goozee Pins team for allowing me to come onto this trip and shadow their experience to see what it's like being an exhibitor at a convention. This trip was extremely insightful and I feel like I learned a lot through watching their process and working with them as well. I hope you guys got a good bit of knowledge as well as you watched me navigate myself through these 6 days out there in Kentucky. And as I've previously mentioned earlier on in the video, I will be posting every Tuesday for the next month because I'll be having an event every weekend. So tune into those, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your time being productive in whatever you might be doing. Otherwise, feel free to check out some of the other vlogs here on the Stickerzoo channel. Until next time, Zookies.